Look, Fifth Third user, due to high fraud rate, we urge you to visit this link.
Oh, I got that text.
I don't even use
ago.
Fifth Third. I should see what this is about.
I don't either. I think it's important. You should click the link.
Yeah, I should
James,
see.
Click the link.
No, I've got a podcast to film.
Maybe after the podcast.
Yeah, help me remember to do that.
Sure.
Fun part is, I really don't know what we're going to talk about.
I just skimmed my notes a bit and got a little refresher.
So this is going to be... Is my hair okay?
For sure.
Thanks. This is going to be an interesting one because like I said before, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
It's our Valentine's Day ep.
Hey Lee, how are you today?
I'm okay.
Welcome to the podcast. Anything cool?
Nope.
Cool. Well, let me also welcome everybody to the Yeah Maybe podcast. Did you know that we are the #1 podcast?
No.
Mm-hmm. You heard it here first.
This podcast is built on lies.
On lies. What do you mean?
This is episode 22.
22, the big 2-2.
Coming to you live.
I'm turning 22.
On the big old Valentine's Day.
I love love.
Let's get into this lovely episode. What's your name?
My name is...
Are you making something up?
No, I have to remember my name. What is my name? It's
My name's Jacob.
Your name's Jacob? Then I'll be Edward. So those the Twilight boys?
Pick your team in the comments.
You team Jacob or team Edward? Is it Edward? Leave it in the comments below.
Where have you been, Loca?
I don't know anything about the movies. Is that part of it?
Yeah, that's my line. Your line would probably be, say it. And then she says, vampire.
Oh, okay.
This is our Twilight themed episode.
They're in love. That's a love triangle.
Yeah. It's more than that, though.
Is it? There's vampires and werewolves.
Have you seen the Parks and Rec episode where the dude wants to put Twilight in the vault thing? What is that capsule? Time capsule.
The time capsule. I don't remember the guy wanting to put Twilight in.
He chains himself to Leslie's office.
Okay, yeah.
And Tom's reading the Twilight series with the guy. Don't remember that.
Not clearly.
I do.
Okay.
Welcome to a new episode. We are so in love and to have you here. I wanted to say happy to have you here, but I wanted to sound like Valentine's Day. So I said we're so in love.
We're so in love to have you here. You could have said that.
What? I thought I did.
Everybody, no.
What
You
did
said
I
it
say?
weirder than that.
Oops.
We're so in love and we're happy to have you here.
Someone commented on an old episode and they were like, I know it didn't work out for you guys, but I think it will, and this is why, and I think you guys are made for each other. Anyway, come to Finland, land of 1,000 lakes.
Yeah.
I love that comment. If you are that commenter, leave a comment again and say something similar.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. You want to do peaks and pits?
I would love to do peaks and pits.
Okay.
You should go first.
I should?
Yeah, because I might have a lot to say.
Okay, well, I had a few pits this little week.
No way.
Yeah, I had a few bad days. James was out of town, and I got my hair done, and I don't know. It's just not my favorite cut I've ever got, and when I got it initially, it was like bright pink. I've washed it a couple times since, but it was just too bright for me, and I felt like a scene girl and or a middle-aged mom who has a 4-year-old daughter who said, I want to put pink in my hair, and I said, oh honey, I'll do it too. So that's me. Also, I ordered 2,500 postcards that are sitting in my studio right now that are all messed up. Not my favorite thing that's ever happened to me.
No.
My car wouldn't start same day. I also ordered some washi tape, and that was a little bit messed up, arrived that same day. And then before this, which is not to that day, I just didn't like that day. That day sucked eggs. My chair broke.
Oh, yeah.
You may notice that I'm in James's chair, and James is in my old chair.
A chair.
So my grandma gave me that chair. I have a old thrifted chair. I don't know when it's from, but it's old. And just I was sitting in it, and then my wheel broke. Just like broke. Were you there when it broke?
No, but it's not built like
Steven
a normal
was there.
chair.
Yeah, like I was just sitting in it, and then one of the wheels just like crackled
Hmm.
and broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not set up to just take some replacement wheels, so I didn't like that. Okay, my peak. Before my bad day, I hung out with Allie, our other roommate, and her boyfriend Keegan, and we went climbing, and then we came home and played Mexican Train Dominoes. And Mexican Train Dominoes is so fun. I love that game. I do get enraged when I'm losing, but
Why?
I don't know. Something about that game really changes the chemistry in my brain.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Hmm.
Also, today when we're filming this, it's February 11th, which means Kingdom Hearts is coming to the Switch.
Woo!
And I get to play all the Kingdom Hearts games.
Nice.
I've never played them.
I'm happy for you and for me because I'll get to watch.
Woohoo!
Woo!
You go.
Okay. Let me come with a peak, or I mean a pit. Let me start this off with I went to Chicago from the 6th to the 9th. It was a
Why are you giving them the dates?
So they know how long I was there. Seems important. It'll come up later. No, it won't. But I'll do my pit from that trip. It was the last night we were there, and we went to go get deep dish pizza. And one of the people there, Julian, said he's never had good deep dish pizza, and that's not what he wants. And we talked him into going. And then we got there. It looked like a regular pizza restaurant, nothing fancy. And then we ordered garlic bread. And the garlic bread that came out looked like really, really bad school garlic bread. Like frozen, like section garlic bread that had no garlic taste to it. And there was
butter?
Just butter. And there was like
Heck yeah.
no like cheese of sorts, because sometimes people do cheese on them. It was just like this yellow, warm piece of bread. And that's when we knew it was going to be a rough go.
How did you pick this place?
I think Chris picked it. I have no idea. The whole time, I didn't pick anywhere we went. I was just riding along for the ride.
You were riding along for the ride?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then the pizza came out, and it was very, very, very not good. I started with saying it was very, very okay, and then I went to okay, and then we had leftovers, and at the end of that, I was like, this pizza's not good, and I threw it away. Also, no homeless people. I don't know where they're all at.
Is this part of your pit?
No, just thinking out loud. Leave it
They
in the
probably
comments
have
below.
good homeless shelters there.
Yeah, leave it in the comments below if you know. But even then, to get all the homeless to go and stay.
But also, even in Cincinnati, like when there's like one part of town where the majority of homeless people hang out, like
Yeah.
by Allie's work.
Yeah.
And then there's just people who go by like stoplights and stuff, but you don't generally see them just hanging around anywhere. So you might have just not been in the right spot.
That's true. But like the whole trip,
Yeah, the whole trip.
not one. Not one. Anyway, my peak was the whole entire trip, minus the pizza. It was fun. I went with my friend. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be. I went with my friend Clea and my friend Chris, and then I met two other people, Julian and Lonnie, and we had a great time. We had tons of yummy food. We went into the conservatory. What's an observatory?
The like telescope thing?
I've been there. I've been to the planetarium before.
Is it the telescope thing, or is it like when they put the stars on the ceiling?
An
and you sit there?
observatory, I'm pretty sure, is a telescope.
Planetarium.
A planetarium is where they put stuff on the ceiling.
So this isn't that I didn't want to know, but why did you tell them everyone's name?
Because I was trying to flex how good I am with names.
Well, like you spent time with them.
Did it work? Yeah, well, I'm also watching Demon Slayer, and I only know two people's names.
It was really funny. I was having James guess the names of the demons.
Yeah.
I'm saying guess like he wouldn't know, but I would just
It feels like a guess.
I would give him the first letter of the names he didn't know, and then he would just
start the names I know with that letter on accident.
So the main character's name is Tanjiro. I'm okay. The main character's name is Tanjiro, and then the next character's name starts with a Z, and he said Zanjiro.
Yeah, I did.
As a legitimate guess.
Yeah.
That could be my peak. I really liked that.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole trip was very fun, and I had the best taco I've had on the entire planet ever. It's one of the best things I've ever eaten. I almost cried.
You're lying again.
I'm lying about that part, but I did almost cry a couple times on the trip.
James doesn't
I was
cry
very
all
moved.
willy-nilly.
It felt like it on that trip.
You may get the urge more lately, but you're still not crying.
No. Closer than you think, though.
What?
I almost cried in the art museum.
I like crying in the art museum.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, gosh, I get it now. I get why people cry here. But it was a great trip. 10 out of 10. Would go again. Would recommend. I didn't go rock climbing, which is fine.
Why would you bring it up if it was fine?
Because I knew the people were going to ask.
You sound a little brokenhearted.
The people in the comments were going to be like, did you go rock climbing? So I just got ahead of that. And I'm going to have to say I did not go rock climbing.
Just ask him anyways. Leave it in the comments down below if you're wondering if James climbed in Chicago.
Well, you're going to already know what I'm going to answer.
What's crazy is I saw some news articles and they had pictures of this really tall dude and he was scaling the skyscrapers in Chicago. And I was like, is that James?
Yeah, I didn't go rock climbing. I went building climbing.
He's been urban climbing, parkour stuff. I saw it on the news. Like, that's crazy that they caught you.
You do not watch the news. Which news?
I actually said I was reading a news article.
Oh, that's fair. That's more likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great trip. Do you guys want me to I'll put like 3 pictures in.
Don't do more than that.
4, it is.
James, that's enough.
I'm the one editing it.
Yeah, I don't care what
Also, my funny hat kept moving all over my head all week.
He's acting like he wasn't controlling it.
Didn't feel him.
I need some feedback from the audience real quick. So let's say you have 2 socks on. Okay? Your socks are a little higher than ankle, like no-show socks, okay? So you have your socks on, your feet get a little hot.
I can show them.
Not all the way hot. And then you do a half C.
Yeah.
So you take your sock halfway off and just live like that. Leave it in the comments down below if you do this and or have an opinion on it. I would love to know anyone's feedback. It's not something I've ever participated in, but if it's worth joining, I will.
Yeah, so I kind of do that with my hat too. I'd just wear my hat normal, and then when I got inside a building, I just rested on top of my head because I'd get warm.
James also isn't a native hat wearer.
No, I don't like to wear things on my head. So
says the guy who wants to wear the headphones the whole podcast.
That's different. These do something. I guess hats do so.
Hats.
Well, that's why beanies when it's cold, I'm cool with that. I want to get more hats.
Why?
I'm trying to fit in.
Why?
Why would that make me fit in, or why do I want to fit in?
Why?
So if I fit in, people are less likely to talk to me. Because without a hat right now, they're like, why aren't you wearing a hat? And I'm like, I have to explain this every time. My head's too big. That's why. Yeah, so Chicago. Oh, I'll post a picture of the taco I had.
That's 5 pictures now.
No, that's one of the 4.
Thank goodness. I don't want our audience to be all spoiled and stuff. Yuck. I hate spoiled
Hey, you want to talk about
audiences.
something else?
Sure, I got a couple of things written down here.
Okay, did you write down what you're grateful for?
Yeah.
Lucky.
So under the topic of Valentine's Day, since the day this is coming out is Valentine's Day, I wrote down a few things. I haven't read all of them, but we did think of them about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And what's cool about 2 weeks ago is I can't remember it.
Do I look exhausted?
A little. James is really struggling with the 1 hour time change he went through.
I have jet lag. I just drove.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a docket?
Oh, so it's like a itinerary. What's on the docket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I don't understand that word.
I don't know, but if you were to say, I think itinerary is a synonym.
Nice.
I didn't say cinnamon.
Yeah. Have you ever gone on a Valentine's date? I think these are just personal questions I was writing down.
Have I ever been on a Valentine's date? I don't think I can. I definitely have. Oh, I just remembered something. Before, like, this wasn't even me dating a girl. It's like I liked a girl and like, I don't know. It just didn't feel like dating. But I got her a ring, like a pinkish ring, and flowers for Valentine's Day.
When?
This is like grade
Why?
school. Grade school.
What?
Yeah, I remember that. I haven't remembered that until just now.
Did you get it out of a gumball machine?
No, I think I bought it at like Walmart.
It's messed up.
Yeah, that's a fun memory.
Interesting.
I should do that again. What? Do people not like rings?
There's something inside of me that says I hate all Valentine's Day jewelry, so I know you were young, but in my head, I'm just a little grossed out.
For that, it would be just for laughs now.
Oh.
Yeah, not serious.
Oh, okay.
Why are you saying it like that? Oh, right.
I had no idea. That's why.
I couldn't tell.
How do you feel about the type of gifts that are given on Valentine's Day?
I'm not a big fan of red things, especially next to pink things and white things.
That's what I look like. That's what we look like.
Well, that's different. I like that red and I like this white.
My hair's pink.
But like, I don't like the idea. Like, okay, a bouquet.
A bouquet?
Did they say bouquet?
A bouquet?
A bouquet is cool. Like maybe some roses or whatever. But like also just I just don't like that as much. Maybe some dandelions or something.
I like flowers, I guess.
What kind? Like if somebody was going to give you a bouquet.
I don't really have a preference. If I really, really was going to choose, I would want like eucalyptus so I could put it in my shower.
Okay, what if I brought you pink roses?
I would be like, cool. I like
Really?
roses.
Interesting. What if I got you tie-dyed roses?
That's a no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't paint flowers in this household unless it's on paper.
Oh, sick save because you do that.
Bruh, I almost outed myself.
Bruh.
Stuffed animals. I'm not against stuffed animals as a thing, but just like the amount of stoopy stuffed animals that are produced for the holiday.
Yeah. No. I feel weird even calling it a holiday. It is, I guess.
What do you want to call it?
The day.
Yeah, like stuff produced for the day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Chocolates. Okay.
Chocolate's cool.
I like chocolate.
You know what I kind of like? I don't want any, but like if somebody has the little box of chocolates in the shape of a heart with all the different chocolate types, I don't want that. But like if someone else around me has it and they offer me some, I would like one. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
I just don't want that one that tastes like toothpaste though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think there's a flavor of toothpaste.
Like mint?
No, different than mint. It's different. Leave it in the comments below if you know which one I'm talking about.
Like spearmint?
No, it's like white paste. I think it has toothpaste consistency too. I can't describe it. You've never had one?
No. I like Valentines, like handwritten things.
I don't like those ones.
You like the little fold up baby ones?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like those too.
With a little heart lollipop tape to it.
I got one Valentine in high school that I still have. I love it.
Really?
It is a duck Valentine. It's just duck themes. It's ducks and hearts. I got it from John Ross, and he just wrote them and then gave them out to whoever, and it just says to nothing and then from hi.
It says hi.
It says HIIIIII, and I thought it was so funny when I got it. I still have it. It's in that box over there.
That's so cool.
I love that Valentine.
How cool is that though? Like that's like what cool kids would do.
What?
Well, no, I don't think cool kids would do that. They would just write the names. But like as an adult, if like the kid who's just writing hi on all of them. I'm like, that's the cool
I
kid.
think he wrote like little shy, flirty things on all of them, like
Yeah.
different things.
I like that.
He's really funny.
Yeah.
I don't talk to him anymore.
Comedic gold.
Shout out to John Ross if you know him. Pretty generic name. If you know any John Ross, just leave a comment down below.
I know Jesse Ross.
Perfect. What are your experiences with Valentine's Day at school?
I guess it was good. We used to, I think you make a box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never did that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Are you lying or not?
Yeah.
You are lying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what other people did. I went to one time I was in school.
You went to one time you were
No,
in school?
but like, I didn't have all the Valentine's Day in different schools in different states, so I don't know what people
you had
do.
all the Valentine's Day in different
I only
school,
had
different
one.
states.
I only had one state Valentine's Day. You know, like they could do something different in like Colorado.
Your wording.
But we would make a box and you decorate it.
I've only had one state Valentine's Day.
You know what I mean.
For sure.
But yeah, you would decorate your box and then everybody would give everybody a Valentine's Day card.
No way.
Which seems like a lot.
That's
but
not
then,
how we did it in Connecticut.
wow, that's crazy. This is how you do it in Ohio. And then I remember the kit or whatever it is you bought came with one or two good ones. Like they were bigger. And you give those to the people you really like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I got any of them. I got all the regular ones.
I have no idea.
It's hard to know.
Okay, here's another question for you.
Okay, yeah. Hit me.
Before I ask you the question, my Valentine's Day was exactly the same at every school I went to. So
Nice.
yeah.
Leave it in the comments below if you did something different
Ooh, we painted ghosts on the wall.
for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. The day. If you could pick any Valentine theme to give out on this Valentine's Day, what would you give out? Like, for instance, you might pick a SpongeBob theme.
For cards?
Instance, yeah.
Okay. Theme? Maybe some maybe quotes. Okay, not funny.
Okay, not funny.
I don't know. Maybe
I've got ideas exploding inside
Really?
of my head. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to just I don't know, older cars that I like. That'd be a cool theme. Maybe a Gus theme. Just Gus laying on a card.
What about cowboys?
Cows.
Cows. What about cows?
Cows would be cool.
What about vines? Classic vines.
Classic vines? Yeah, if there's funny wordplay for love.
Yeah, for the day.
Maybe ghosts.
Yeah.
What are yours?
I was thinking Halloween theme.
Right.
And then I told you my two other ones. I think cowboy one would be cool. I think old vines would be cool. I think throwing it back to maybe Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees.
Like the kind of Valentine's Day cards you would have
Yeah.
had been able to buy.
Or Hanson.
Maybe a horse one.
Little Bow Wow.
Yeah, Little Romeo.
Michael Jordan.
Michael J.
Yeah. I think just anything. I could probably make anything work.
Like a
What's
Parks
one I
and
don't
Rec.
want?
Parks and Rec one would
Yeah,
be
I thought
fun.
that. One I wouldn't want would probably be love letters.
Love letters. What do you mean?
I don't know. Does it matter?
I guess not.
I don't
We
want.
don't have any of these.
Vera Bradley Valentines.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't want that. Sorry,
Who
Vera.
would?
Someone wants that.
Yeah, in
Someone.
2005.
Comment down below if you're that someone. You're that
If
special
you're that,
someone.
I was gonna say, God, you're quick.
Thank you.
I'm just talking a little slower.
James,
Yeah, what's up, Lee?
now I have a trivia question for you. If you can answer
I
this.
love trivia.
If you can answer this, I'll give you $100.
Okay, what's up?
What is the origin of Valentine's Day?
Okay, Saint Cupid.
Wrong.
Hold on, I wasn't done.
Now
Is-
I have
no.
$100 for me.
No. Saint Cupid has nothing to do with it. See, I'm on the right track. Valentine. The Valentine god came to Earth. He has nothing to Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine. I knew it was a saint.
Saint Cupid.
Swing and a miss. Saint Valentine was the first dude in the 1920s.
Oh.
He actually worked for Hallmark, and he was trying to come up with a new holiday to make money off of. And at that same time, his mother had heart disease. So he decided to make a day in February about love.
Her birthday.
It was not her birthday. It's close to mine, though.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, don't forget to get me a gift. Anyway, when's my birthday?
A calendar right there.
My birthday? Oh, that would be way too big of a hint. Never mind. Actually, no. Let's do this.
Okay.
Leave it in the comments below what day you think my birthday is on. I'll tell you it's between when this one comes out and the next one.
Whoa.
So we're narrowing it down. You now know my zodiac sign, and you have to guess the day.
You're on the edge of a zodiac sign.
I'm on the...
So they have two.
The heck is wrong with you?
I mean, this whole week is the transition, so.
Anyway, leave it in the comments below what time you think I was born, where you think I was born, and what else do you need? Is that it?
How much he weighed when he was
Yeah,
born.
you're going to have to guess how much I weighed.
And what his mom's name is. You'll never get this one if you don't come to the premiere.
Correct. Do you know where Valentine's Day started?
No.
Oh, well, it's Saint Valentine, and then Cupid shot an arrow towards someone and
They got
hit
in a
somebody.
brawl,
There
and
was a
then-
lover's quarrel.
To rekindle their friendship, they gave each other handwritten
No, I don't
letters
think I don't.
in red.
Mm,
Cupid shot him again in the butt cheek, and then Cupid was born again.
leave it in the comments below where Valentine's Day came from.
I don't know, probably Italy.
I like what I said.
So this is just a note I took.
Nice.
I said I really like the imagery in vintage Valentines.
What's a vintage Valentine look like?
Super cute.
Can you use more descriptors?
Like hand painted little babies and hearts and like little cats with yarn balls and.
Really?
Yeah, I love them. My mom collects them and sells them in her booth. And they're super cute.
I wasn't aware of any of that.
No way.
Yeah, way.
My mom really likes vintage postcards in general. I think the Valentine's Day ones are so cute. I was looking at vintage Valentine postcards once, and my sister and I found one with a skunk on it with a heart. So the skunk's just like standing there or something, and then there's a heart background behind it and just says, "Sorry, you're sick." That's it. So I think it wasn't a Valentine, but it had a heart on it. She has it in her apartment right now. It just says, "Sorry, you're sick."
That sounds like how I would try to make someone feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you're sick. You ever think about not being sick?
I have love languages on here,
that's
and
good.
weddings and marriage.
Love languages, weddings, and marriage.
Like our thoughts on that.
Okay, well, let's start with love languages.
And we have relationship advice.
Relationship advice. Oh, yeah. Love languages. Sorry, my brain shut off for a second.
Relationship advice. What is that? What did she say?
Think back. We've done this.
Come on, James.
How about you say which ones you like to receive and give?
Okay, how I receive love?
Yeah.
I just say it. Oh yeah, we were going to take the test.
Oops.
Let's just decide.
Okay. Self-analysis.
Number 1 is acts of service for me, 100%.
To give or receive?
Receive.
Okay.
Then quality time. What are the other ones? Physical touch.
Gift
giving, and words of affirmation.
Yeah.
So probably physical touch for me.
Got it. And then give.
Giving, it's harder for me to figure that out. I think I give quality time.
What?
I think I give acts of service maybe after that. Not really. Maybe not. Physical touch. But like not really. I don't know if I really give love, you know?
Right, respect.
I don't do gifts. I don't do words of affirmation. So I'm going to pass. Is my mic acting up, bud?
Just me.
Your earmuffs okay?
We're back. Yeah. I think those are all correct for you. You don't like gifts?
I don't like gifts. I do like giving gifts more than I do like receiving them.
That makes sense.
I think I do a really good job gift giving, but
I think you do too.
to be fair, I'm super biased.
Receiving love. I would definitely pick quality time. I don't need words of affirmation at all. I don't need gifts. Physical touch.
Acts of service.
Acts of service. There's only 5? We should have looked into this.
I think there's only 5.
Receiving quality time and physical touch will be my 2. I like to give quality time. I like to give all of them except for gifts and words of affirmation.
You give words of affirmation.
I do, but like not always how others. Like I'm not big on saying. Yeah, I guess I am. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm not big on saying like I like you all the time, but like I am actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James will affirm our friendship like 2 or 3 times a year via text.
Yeah, that's not very often though.
It's been more often lately because you're working with me.
I'm emotional now.
Okay. You definitely don't do like daily.
No.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship. I could say it was Taylor.
Oh my gosh. Why would you name drop like that? She's on the internet.
I know she's on the internet.
She watches this.
She does not watch this. There's no way. Even so, we both know it's true. She would like me to have said like how much I like her like every day. And then the way I think, like as long as somebody tells me they like me until they tell me otherwise.
Are you farting?
I haven't farted once. And I would absolutely tell you if I did.
Thank you. I like to hear it when it's meant, and that's it. I don't need like the...
Hello?
Are you sure? It smells like a James fart, not a Toady fart. Is your mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Like, I can't breathe. It's so stinky.
I 100% did not fart.
I don't know what I was saying. Something about I want to hear when someone means it, not just like a daily like, hey, love you.
Yeah, I explained to her like I don't like to say it all the time because I think it loses its meaning.
Yeah.
Ears were warm.
That's cool. Do you want to do relationship advice, or do you want to talk about weddings and marriage?
Weddings real quick, because I think a lot of people agree with us, but it's not really spoken about too often.
Okay, dokie.
I'm pretty sure Lee and I have a very similar opinion that like instead of having a real expensive wedding, just go use that money to either buy a house or travel or do something else. You don't need a $20 or even a $10,000+ dinner. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
You're an absolute liar.
I've never heard of $10,000.
You've never heard of $10,000 before?
No.
I've never been on live television before.
Apparently.
The Powerball. Love that. Yeah, but people will spend way too much money on their wedding, and it's just like one night. Now imagine this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, like, let's say you have $10,000 to go on a trip. You could travel so much for so long. Or you could... I have to burp. Or you could put a down payment on a house. Or you could... Is it hard to breathe in here?
You did that, little fella.
Ow. I'm not little. But yeah, I think people should do that instead. Also, same with rings. I don't think you need a super expensive ring. I think you should just get something that they like. Unfortunately, I guess if somebody really likes diamonds, that gets expensive. But if I were to be with somebody and they're like, I need a really nice diamond ring, I'd be like, well, you don't need to get married then, huh?
Whoa, deal breaker.
It is a deal breaker. I talk about it on the first date.
Oh,
Not really.
Jeezel.
Jeezel Pete's. Lee, how do you feel about them?
Weddings are a pretty crazy concept.
Real quick, can I say something?
Of course.
Look, I said all those things, but I love going to a good wedding.
Oh, okay.
I don't want that, but I love going to a good wedding.
Okay. So my opinion on weddings, pretty crazy concept to be planning and spending so much money on a one night thing where just like mostly your acquaintances show up. I know everyone does a wedding differently, but it just doesn't logically make any sense to me. And it's absolutely wild that everyone, majority, does it.
Yeah.
In almost the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So many people. I do love dancing at weddings. Do I really care about anything else in the wedding? No. Do I want to eat the food they picked out for me? Absolutely not. Do I care about the dessert bar? Yeah. So if it was up to me, I'd probably take a trip like James said, save the money, do something else, maybe buy a car together. I don't know, invest in something that we could use for a long time. And then maybe have a group of my friends and like celebrate our union in like somewhere where we could dance, because I like dancing. Like I don't have to rent somewhere to do that. And then like have my family together and be like, look, we're married, and not have an actual wedding.
Yeah, have like a potluck.
Yeah, have a potluck, have a dessert potluck, cookie trade, cookie party. Yeah, I think weddings are kind of dumb. I sold a lot of wedding rings as a job, and that was crazy to watch too.
Like, what would you say the average price is?
I mean,
wedding
they're
bands?
like 10 years ago.
Oh, so?
Like between $1,000 and $50,000. I'd say people typically want to spend $5,000.
You're kidding me.
No.
Because
they'll see what's available for $2,000 or $3,000. They'll be like, this is dinky. I'll bump it to $5,000. And I'm holding a little rock, and I'm like, this is what you're getting. And it might fall out of this weird little metal thing that's supposed to go on your finger, on one of your phalanges. Not on yours, though, someone else's. And then they're like, well, after that $5,000 ring, let's have a $30,000 party.
Right. I said a low number for weddings. Because it's hard for me to fathom having.
I do kind of feel bad for people that spend that much money on it, and then like they don't really like the wedding, and they're stressed, and maybe they're too drunk to remember it. Like that would be so sad.
Yeah.
It's so much work. I also
know.
am incapable of planning an event like that. I am incapable.
Yeah. Yeah, so don't.
Literally impossible.
Yeah, so just don't.
Okie dokie.
What was the other thing after?
That's it.
Oh.
We covered it all. Relationship advice.
I love relationship advice. I was giving some relationship advice when I was in Chicago. I got very passionate about it.
Who were you giving it to?
I think Chris and Lonnie. Are you ready? This first one's good.
Okay.
My boyfriend said he wouldn't love me if I was a worm. Should I leave?
Have you seen those videos?
I have not seen those videos.
It's girls just asking their boyfriends or partners.
Yeah.
Would you love me if I was a worm?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, I would love them as a worm. So if he says that, you should leave.
If someone says no to that, they have no sense of humor. And if that's not a red flag, what is?
There's other things that are red flags, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Unless it was a joke that they said no and it was like part of something funny. If it wasn't a joke, I'm worried for them. And it's time to move on.
Time to move on. Live your worm life.
Yeah.
How to not cringe / feel weird about past relationships that you are over and out of. Do you want me to go?
I'm just thinking.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just bad to ask these things too.
This is a very tough one for me because I'm friends with all of my exes.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them. Let me think of one I feel weird about.
Kyle.
Kyle or John?
I was thinking of a different Kyle.
Do I feel cringe? Oh, Kyle. Do I feel cringe or weird about those? Like, I get a little bit of the ick where I'm like, eh. But I don't really feel weird.
I wouldn't feel weird because, I mean, you just know that's who you liked at that time and feelings change and like that person could have done something to make you not like them. Like, I think it's normal to be like, what was I thinking? But like, not to feel cringy or weird about it because everybody dates people they maybe shouldn't.
Yeah, and I think it's cool to be able to look back and think that someone you don't like or isn't right for you isn't of interest anymore, and that's just a sign of growth.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, I kind of grew out of that and I learned a little bit about myself and that person.
Yeah.
I'm proud of this. And I got to learn.
Yeah. Also, if you are feeling that way, you should feel good because obviously it was probably the right thing.
Yeah, look at you now without them.
Yeah, look at you now.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're smart. Friends that don't put enough effort in the friendship.
If you are unsatisfied with your friend not putting enough effort in, it's up to you at that point. It's up to you. You need to draw your boundaries.
Yeah.
You can't force them to put more effort in. You can, of course, have a conversation. That is always the option for pretty much all of these prompts.
Yeah.
Or questions. You can even it out. You can be like, you know what? I'm going to put my energy elsewhere. We can remain friends and I will match their energy and it will be fine. If you really want more from them, you can reach out and be like, hey, I really care about our friendship, just checking in. I mean, friendships are relationships. And I feel like friendships don't always have those hard conversations that you have in relationships. Like the romantic ones.
I agree with Lee.
Oh.
Yes. If somebody's not willing to put in the time and energy into the friendship that you think should be there, it's then your choice to say if that's okay or not. And if it's not okay, it's then still up to you to if you want them to be your friend or not. Or you can also accept like they're my friend in these kind of situations. Or like I guess some would say like a fair weather friend. Like sometimes you're friends, sometimes not. You can also have friends that don't put a lot of effort in and you just don't see them. And then when you see them, everything's really good. Also, that friend might not know that they're not putting enough effort in. So if you haven't, like Lee said, just talk to them. But yeah, it's up to you at that point, which sucks because like you like them a lot as a friend and you want them to hang out with you more, but they just might not reciprocate it or that might not be how they do that. My boyfriend is moving away to the UK after the summer for 2 years. We're already struggling.
That doesn't sound too good, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad sign.
Yeah, I would. It doesn't sound crazy.
Oh my gosh, I wonder what he's going to say. I'm dying to know.
I would probably talk to him.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
But on top of that.
Whoa.
Knowing that sometimes even if, like, let's say the relationship was going really well and like you don't know if you could do 2 years of a long distance relationship, I guess it would be knowing that not every good relationship has to last and not all of them are going to be the one that works out because life just changes. Like, that doesn't mean that the person isn't good for you or that it wouldn't work, but that's just how life ended up.
Life is a winding road, if you will.
If I will what?
If you will.
Will what?
Wet Willie.
Ew. Yeah, that really, really sucks. But I guess it's having a conversation and deciding how you guys want to proceed from there. Yeah. Do you have anything else for that?
I mean, it sounds like the person who posed the question is aware of it just by the way that they worded it. So I feel like they just need to maybe speak with some friends, someone who is more in tune with their relationship and ask their opinion and be like, do you think it's just because we're scared and we're acting weird? Or try and get some outside perspectives if you haven't yet. That's always helpful for me.
Yeah, I love talking to other people.
I love a good chat, and that's why we started the Yeah Maybe podcast. Please tune in on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a review. Comment down below too.
I was gonna say we need a
comment something about.
About love. Is that vague?
No.
No. Do you want another one?
Mm-hmm.
On my dating app profile, how many pictures of me with cats are too many?
I don't think there is too many.
No.
I think there's a beauty in a theme.
I agree. If I were you, maybe 3 pictures with your cat and then 3 pictures of your cat.
I would prefer them to be in all pictures. What I think would be cool is if they were with all different cats.
Why?
I just think it would be cool, and then people would be like, which one's yours? And then you get to say
and you say
none.
None. Yeah, figured. Saw that coming.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's too many. If someone has a bunch of pictures with animals, I think that's a green flag. So if you like animals, flaunt it, baby. I'm assuming this person is between 2 and 3, so that's why I called them baby. No,
they look as if they are an adult.
Well, you can have anything as your profile picture.
I guess so. This one's about me. How much does James charge for therapy sessions? They're free.
Really?
Yeah, here's my phone number. 513. I'll probably bleep the whole thing out. Also, my social is just kidding. Ends with. Anyway, how do you meet people when you're an introvert and people are scary? I have advice.
I don't.
Really?
I think people are scary.
People are scary. I think what I would do, because there's different types of people in terms of, like on dating apps, I've had people talk to me for like 10 seconds. They're like, you want to hang out? And I'm like, sure, let's go get something to eat. But I'm not afraid to talk or meet with people. But I would then say, like, if you are an introvert and people are scary, I would message them a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, really get a feel for them. And then also clearly meet them in public.
Okay,
and tell
so
all
this
your...
is just in the sense of dating apps.
Oh, yeah. But that's also how I would probably just meet people.
When I meet people as an introvert, which I consider myself an introvert, it's always talkative, unshy people approaching me, which works sometimes, and sometimes I hate it. And that's how I meet people, or through mutual friends. But do I think I'm good at it, or it's working out for me? Not really. So maybe try James's cool chat advice and put all your energy into dating apps.
You don't have to put it all there, just most.
I have no energy for dating apps.
Well, maybe if you worked out more. What do you do when you love someone but are terrified of marriage and it's important to them? SOS.
Nothing. Decide where your boundaries are, and if you can compromise somewhere. You're obviously going to need to compromise, both of you, and meet halfway. I mean, it sounds like marriage is very unimportant to you, and marriage is very important to them. So I do think there's a middle ground there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have a conversation with them.
I wouldn't do that.
No?
Just skip the conversation and see if they can guess what you're thinking.
Imagine if our advice wasn't talking to them. Here, what's some bad advice for that?
Okay.
I got some.
Agree to marry them against your own will.
That's good.
And settle. And don't listen to your intuition.
Nice. Some other really...
See what their zodiac sign is first.
Yeah. Get on CoStar and see if you guys actually even match up. Because if not, then it's a really easy choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if your Venus isn't in line with theirs,
Venus
don't do
is
it.
the one that controls love. That's like your love.
I nailed it.
Yeah. Maybe flip a coin.
That's fun.
Heads marriage, tails no marriage.
Or like I guess
Best
if
2 out of 3.
I guess if it were me, Sounds like you know them pretty well, but I'd ghost them.
Ooh.
Yeah. Even if you live with them, just stop talking to them.
Maybe you bet them $100 to see how long they don't marry you.
Imagine you live with somebody and then they just stop talking to you. They won't respond to anything you say.
It's not that funny.
That's wild to think about, though.
It is wild to think about.
That could happen.
Definitely it's happened.
Wow. Interesting.
Maybe you could dress up as a ghost and they won't see you anymore.
Wait, you. So if you dress up as a ghost, you become invisible.
Yes.
That's
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I've seen people dress up as ghosts, yeah. And you can see them.
Well, maybe you have the sight.
I feel exhausted. It's the lighting in here.
I feel fine.
Good for you.
Maybe it's the blue light glasses.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Do you have any relationship advice questions for me?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, can I propose a question? I don't want to. It'd be funny, though. I'm not going to. You can
How
have your
many
phone
red
back.
flags is too many red flags, you know?
Leave it in the comments below. So, like, apparently... Here, take your phone. Apparently, I'll deal with some red flags, though, so... Who knows how many's too many? How many is too many for you?
Depends on the density of the redness.
Right, how big the flag is. We've talked about it before, but just give me one absolute deal breaker.
Smoker.
Nice. Do you want me to give you one?
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard one. Alcoholic.
Okay. Doesn't like toady.
Oh, we're going back and forth. One was hard enough. Hits people.
Actually thinks my job is dumb.
Gosh.
I'm good at this, huh?
I don't care if someone thinks my job's dumb, even if I'm dating them.
Like, actually thinks your job is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, actually thinks that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like
Oh, deal breaker is can't handle me living with Lee.
The same for me.
Yeah.
I will always be living with me. He lives in you. That's from Lion King 2.
2? Yeah, you used to play that sometimes.
I love that song.
I forgot about that song.
I love that song.
So what are you grateful for?
Let me check. Numero uno. I work from home. Very grateful for that. It really worked out when I was stranded here.
Blessed.
That's that. That's all my dates.
You want me to go now?
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for... I didn't think ahead. I have lots of things I'm very thankful for. So I will go with... maybe tacos.
Totally. I love a good taco.
So when I was in Chicago, I had the best taco I've ever had. And it was, like I said, one of the best things I've ever eaten.
It is so hard to choose between tacos and pizza. What's better?
I don't know.
I know.
I will say pizza is, for me, better more often than tacos.
Oh, man. But, like, really? Such a hard decision.
Which one do you pick?
I'm going to
Pizza?
pick pizza.
Yeah, so it's not that hard, is it?
No, I'm lying to you. I don't think it's a hard choice.
Right, but...
It's just that people generally are like, I love tacos.
Tacos and
boy,
margs.
do I go hard in the pizza.
Oh, I also decided I'm going to stop saying museum and call them zeums. I loved that word.
So, there's something about James that gives me Tom Haberford.
That's...
Leslie's assistant.
Yeah, Aziz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are many things
Oh,
about...
Zium would do it. Yeah. We're going
There's
to the
many
Zium.
things about James that are not like his character,
Yeah.
but there are things that are his character to
a T.
a T. To a Tom.
Whatever that means.
To a Tom.
Tom Haberford?
Yeah. My second grateful item is Branch Basics, which is
What the heck is that?
It's a kind of cleaner. The cleaner we use.
Oh, yeah.
So it comes in this big bottle. You get 3 different spray bottles, and then you just refill them and make the different cleaners. You get all-purpose, glass, and bathroom cleaner. It's the best thing that's ever happened to this household. Not only is it easy to use, we're not sponsored, but they do sponsor some podcasts.
Do they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know what I was saying, but they're awesome.
Make sure to tag them on something for us.
Branch Basics, I love your products. Oh, they're non-toxic, like all the way non-toxic. Like not the like fake.
Yeah.
Mrs. Myers. It's like, we're non-toxic, of course.
Don't drink it.
Well, yeah.
The second thing that I'm super grateful for, I'm gonna go with can I say cats? I'm gonna go with Cats, not the musical, although I do like a couple songs from that. Can I also say something real quick? I like how I asked for permission, but I'd like to speak. The musical Cats is weird, first off. Second off, it has, I think, the worst plot resolve I've ever experienced. I think the leader gets kidnapped or taken away, and then he's brought back with a magic trick. Like, he disappeared, and then the magician cat comes in and makes him reappear. What kind of resolution is that?
I've seen it twice, I think, and I still don't know the plot, so...
Well, and to be fair, I think that's what happens.
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure either.
All I know is someone's all alone in the moonlight.
But I saw the cutest cat in Chicago, and I was telling Lee...
What kind of coloring did it have?
It was like darker black, but then orange spottiness. Definitely.
You might say calico?
Yes, calico. I was going to say definitely female based off the coloring.
You're just like describing calico without saying it.
There's different kinds of calico. Oh, I had the nicest cat once, Mabel, like medium long hair cat, similar coloring, so nice. Had cancer or feline leukemia. Is leukemia cancer? I never know. But the cat liked me the best. Always a good feeling. And it also caused us to miss our bus, and we had to wait 20 minutes outside. So, worth it. And then there was a cat at the plant store yesterday who was very nice also.
The plant store.
Nursery? What do you call it?
Maybe a greenhouse or nursery.
Yeah, the plant store. That's what it is. But yeah, there was another cat there who was very, very nice.
You know what, James?
What?
I call the restaurants James and his friends like to go to meat stores.
Yeah.
And he's like not having it, but he gets to call a nursery or a greenhouse a plant store.
I don't argue with you.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, he does.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. That's French for impossible. Okay, your turn.
My third item are the podcasts I have on Patreon that I listen to from other creators, not mine. I don't have any. Me, Lee. I don't have any, but the
Lee,
creators.
That's not your name.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Taylor.
Is that the actor's name?
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm not very familiar with Twilight.
You blew my stage name.
Stage name? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Anyways, I listened to Studio Maggie's and Radia's podcast on that day. I had a terrible day.
They have podcasts?
Yeah, they have
Make sure
Patreon
to
podcasts.
become a patron.
Yeah, you gotta pay for them though.
Yeah, that's being a patron. That's what I'm saying. Go do that.
Anyways, they rip. They
Can
were
I say
like
something? Real quick.
Like, I'm in the middle of talking.
I know. But if you become a patron because we said something about it, let them know.
Okay.
Go on.
Well, I listened to their podcast when I was having a terrible day, and it was like my friends were just giving me casual chat, and it was awesome. They made me so happy. Even though my day was still garbage time, the podcasts were not garbage time. Oh, brother.
Are you kidding me? We're almost done. Okay. Lastly, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Last thing I'm going to be grateful for is my trip to Chicago in general. It was such a fun trip. I was talking to Lee about how I usually don't go on trips like that, I guess, unless I've known the people for a long time. I've known Clea for maybe 4-5 months. And then it's not like we hang out all the time. We hang out more often now, and then Chris, I haven't known him for very long. And then met 2 people I didn't know at all. So it was a lot.
You're not going to name drop those 2 people?
Julian and Lonnie.
Were you faking?
No. So I have to visualize what her name looks like, and it's spelled Laney, but it's Lonnie. I'm bad with names, but I always go on trips with like Lee, and you don't get to have that like conversation over dinner where you go like, really? I didn't know that. Like, that doesn't happen to us. I don't know what we talk about if we've known each other for so long.
I don't know how this grateful item turned into trash talking me.
It's not. I'm just glad Lee didn't go.
He's told me that like 5 times.
I don't think Lee would have liked it.
I wouldn't have.
We ate a lot and went to bars. And
I went to meat stores.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Poison night shops.
And we stayed out late. But yeah, it was fun because I got to talk to people who I don't usually talk to. And it was fun conversation, a fun time to be there. Everybody got along, which was really cool. Sometimes you don't know on a trip how people are going to be. But everybody was very good. We all had like good sense of humor, very lighthearted. Nobody was like having a bad time that I know of. Something's funny to Lee. What is funny? That I'm just saying the same things over and over?
Yeah, I'm just bored.
Well, what do you want to know? Ask me a question about the trip.
I know everything about you.
I already told her. What? No, you don't.
Yes,
no, you don't. That's impossible.
And that's why you're so boring.
I'm not boring.
I can imagine me watching that part of the podcast like, dang, I'm bored.
Yeah, it was a good trip. I don't know how else to say it.
I'm wearing Christmas tree colors. I tried
so
to
that's
dress
it
up
for the
Valentine's
podcast.
Day.
Here, real quick, I'll put that video in that you took at the post office. Tell us what holiday it's for.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, leave it right now live. We are taking your votes. Tweet at us at Yeah Maybe Podcast.
You will find no tweets to be tweeted.
Should we get on Twitter?
No, I hate Twitter.
We could post funny things. We're super funny. We could write like, you know.
So thank you for coming to the podcast. Be sure to like this video.
Be sure to take a side, Team Edward, Team Jacob.
Yes, comment down below if you're Team Edward or Team Jacob.
Comment
and
down
why.
below your favorite book and or a movie from the series.
From the series?
Yeah.
Is there one called like Blood Moon?
Nope.
New Moon?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, there would be, wouldn't there? Which one is that? Do you know?
2.
Really? You know that?
Twilight, New Moon, Breaking Dawn.
Is that it?
Breaking Dawn might be the 4th one.
4th?
There's 4.
I thought there was
What's
3.
the 3rd one? What's the 4th one? Let us know in the comments.
Well, Werewolf Strikes Back. Also, make sure to leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Bruh, why do we have 4.9 stars?
Somebody didn't give us a 5-star review, and I honestly assume it was an accident. Why would somebody give us 4 stars?
You can't write anything on Spotify. You can just give us a star rating. So, like, you just tap it and it goes in.
Correct. So, I think somebody just accidentally hit 4, and they're like, yeah, 4 is probably more of true anyway.
If it's you, I do think that you can adjust it.
Correct. So, everybody, please go check your Spotify and make sure you didn't give us a 4-star review when we deserve a 5-star review.
We have 4.9 stars. Talk about failure. Should we stop podcasting?
So if that doesn't say 5 stars a week after this comes out, we're done.
Honestly,
because I'm not gonna have
what's the point?
I'm not gonna have a 4.9 star review podcast. I won't have that. I sound super serious, don't I? Yeah, I like being serious. Just kidding.
I think it's pretty funny to be like, we are a 4.9 star podcast.
What kind
People
of
like
podcast
us,
is
but
it? It's a
not all the way.
4.9 star podcast.
People like us like 98%.
One person does not like us. And like, I don't even think it was like a 1-star review. I think it was probably like a 4-star. Yeah.
Do you ever think we could get enough 5-star reviews to bump it back up to 5?
I hope. If somebody doesn't fix it, I sure hope so.
Me too.
But yeah, since I think more people have Spotify than Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we've been slaying on the reviews. We get so many reviews.
On Spotify? Yeah, I saw there was a bunch.
It's more than we have on Apple Podcasts. Considering how much I beg and beg and beg.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't call an Apple Podcast.
I wouldn't either.
I
don't even care how much my favorite podcasters beg me. I still wouldn't go on a review.
No way.
I blame none of you. I just think it's fun to beg.
So make sure you're here next week. We're going to have a party. We should have a James episode.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of work.
Does it?
For me.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll do a James episode.
Yeah, maybe it's a James episode.
Yeah, maybe this is maybe it's James's birthday.
Nice, dude. That's sick.
I'm a smart guy. So thank you for being here. Leave it in the comments below. What day you think my birthday is? Leave it in the comments below. If you're also glad Lee didn't go to Chicago. And I think that's it.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. As always, I'm exhausted.
James is tired once again.
I think my tired voice, though, is like my radio voice.
That's
like,
cool.
This voice is soothing, isn't it? Leave it in the comments below. Leave it in the comments below.
Leave it in the comments below.
Okay, I have to get up to... We need to do a screen cap.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, let's just end it. Bye.
Bye. Oh, my God.
Let's dance.
Okay.
You always dance in yours.
Yeah.
You know who dances like this?
Hmm?
You know who dances like this?
No.
It's like kind of like Carl from Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. I think that's enough.
Alright, screen cap. That's what I was gonna do.